The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and received when visiting Greykeep. Beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn
Yes.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the grey tower. Though not the highest,
What's next?
Acknowledged. Understood.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else?
No, that was all. Thank you. Interesting.
Hello everyone, to review with more Spellforce 3. Damn it.
no city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army. After an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy! Again!
So much to do, so little time.
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent!
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Come again. May Tiara bless.
There you are. Ready?
The Witcher's our captain.
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Nice. Well, that's a little prologue here.
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of Leonidar, have long lived. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way. I mean,
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh. Looks pretty serene.
Still.
What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
Yes?
For the crown!
You read my mind.
This is over.
Charge!
see.
Stay alert.
For the crown! Look at that, boys. We're in.
Interesting.
No, because I don't have it unlocked yet. I can't pick up the food yet. Oh.
Yes.
Understood.
Right away.
Now would you look at that? Let's see.
Charge!
Huh?
Charge!
Interesting.
So I can't pick up food?
Yeah! Take them down! For the queen!
You'll regret this.
Now would you look at that? What's this?
Looks like an old trading post. I guess it got overrun by rebels during the Mage Wars. We might actually use it as an outpost if we need help from our troops.
Speaking of troops, where's the rest of the Wolf Guard? Didn't you say we'd meet up with them near the King's Forest?
Yes.
Still fresh. And they don't show
That's not good. We should hurry.
Let's see. Now would you look at that?
You don't know who you're messing with.
Interesting.
Let's go.
Now would you look at that?
For the crown!
Easy.
Charge!
Let's see.
Of course.
Onwards.
What the? Elves?
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage. What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate. Since when exactly? You've built quite an outpost. Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew there'd be an outbreak?
Yes. Well, investigating is also what we're here for. Maybe we could join forces. I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible. Why? Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake. What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aelith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Anger and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now. The purity has nothing to do with this. We're here to prevent the Bloodburn from spreading. Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have 5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Back to the trading post, now!
Bloodburn. How come we never heard about this until now?
Because the Crown wanted to avoid a panic. Though it's too late for that now. Word is spreading rapidly and those purity lunatics are using it to their advantage.
I guess you don't like them.
No. And I think Arendir's way of handling them is dangerous. Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you, what's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Ansem, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned Moorhere want blood, they shall have it.
What do we need?
You're Corporal Tahar, I assume.
Yes. Any advice on how to get started?
We should probably stock up on provisions first. I suggest we send out some men to hunt and do some wood cutting.
Got it.
And be sure to task some of our men to take care of transporting the resources, too. If everyone is assigned to a specific job, there'll be no one left to do that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Orders?
Building completed.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
All right, let's find some more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed. I'm ready.
That should work.
Yes.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
How do I upgrade?
Orders?
Got it.
Yes? Any news?
Yes, we set up some new outposts, as you suggested. What now?
Well, I guess now would be the time to arm our men and prepare them for the attack. In other words, we should put up a barrack.
Then that's what we'll do.
We still need to gain more territory, Tahar. If we don't, the elves can pin us down.
This.
Yes, that's a good spot.
So much to do, so little time.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Oh, stone, okay.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
What is it?
Building completed.
Well then.
Yes.
Building completed.
All right then, let's get to it.
keep your mind.
Will only take a second. Aye, that should work.
Orders?
This will be a masterpiece.
Now, let's go talk to the general.
Chop chop, man.
I think we're in a good spot to attack now, General.
Good. Then we'll attack right away.
I don't want to question your orders, sir, but wouldn't it be wise to do some more scouting first? There might be a weakness in their defense that we haven't spotted yet.
Fine. But not much longer. Who knows what these elves are planning? And if they carry the blood burn out of the village, no amount of scouting will help us.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time. Well then. All right then, let's get to it.
Whatever's necessary. They will fall.
We're being attacked.
Right away.
As you command.
Yes, that's a good spot.
I'll try.
Take him down.
Pray tell.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What do we need? Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Take a second.
Wouldn't it be wise to expand into the Northern Territory too? That might give us an advantage over the elves.
Probably, but there's no way on Io we'll get a cart through that river. Let's get someone to repair the bridge first.
Yes, that's a good spot.
We're being attacked!
Yes.
Yes.
Commander?
Take him down.
You read my mind.
That should work. Huh?
Orders?
This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Yes?
Ah!
I'm ready.
For the Queen! More lost souls. What a pleasant surprise. This is over.
We're being attacked.
Uh-huh. Let's see them catch this!
Huh?
For the crown! Take them down!
Made up your mind?
Yeah!
Orders?
All right.
Make it quick!
Yes? Whatever's necessary.
For the crown! Charge! Take him down.
We're being attacked!
Now would you look at that?
Yes. Never.
Now, attack!
Yes.
Do it.
I beg your pardon?
I said do it. Rob me, beat me up, kill me. That's all you people do these days, isn't it? Mage wars, more here elves, bloodburn. Sometimes I wonder how I even made it to this age. Ah, well, every streak of luck has to end eventually, doesn't it? Seems that mine ends with bandits.
We're not bandits.
Oh. Well then, what brings you here?
We're soldiers, and we're here to investigate the recent outbreak in Leonon.
Outbreak? I assume it's this bloodburn you're talking about. Then I apologize for my insolence. Care for a glass?
Thank you, but we are short on...
I see. Then how can I help you?
Some information would be useful. Is there another way inside the village apart from the southern gate?
Another? Oh. You want to get past the Elven barricade. Apart from the north and the south gate, no, there isn't.
There's a second entrance?
Yes, there is. Just follow the path to the east.
What do you know about the outbreak in the village?
Not much. I try to stay away from the village as much as possible. They are decent folks, but, you know, I came here for serenity. All I know is that 3 weeks ago, those elves showed up and made camp. As if it were the most natural thing in the world. More here elves, by the look of them.
3 weeks. That's before the infection must have occurred.
Some days, yes. But I doubt they had something to do with it, if that's what you were thinking. They were quite friendly with the villagers, even though they wouldn't tell them. Evidently, I observed all this from afar. I was out fishing on the lake, to be precise. But still, it was enough to get a good picture. The first victim I saw was one of the farmers. He was out working his fields when he suddenly collapsed. To me, it looked as if...
Keep talking.
Well, he got up, and immediately the elves that were there carried him back into the village. The next day, it happened again. Only this time, to 2 women doing their laundry at the creek. Again, the elves helped. I couldn't tell from the distance, but it even looked as if that tall woman, their leader, examined them. Whatever she did, though, it didn't stop the plague. That same night, there was screaming from behind the village walls, and it lasted for the entire week. It was gruesome.
We're being attacked!
Between when the elves arrived and the first outbreak, did you notice anything odd?
Such as?
Such as odd noises.
No, I don't think so. Sorry. Then how can I help you?
We'll be off.
Fair enough.
You read my mind.
Fight!
Will only take a second. All right, then, let's get to it. So much to do.
Stay alert.
For the crown!
They will fall.
Take them down!
Give up!
Interesting.
For the queen!
We made it. The barriers are down.
Yet no sign of their scryer. She must be hiding inside. Bloody coward. Let's move in.
What the... You bastard!
Charge!
Don't say I
Now!
didn't warn you!
This is over.
Salangar, this isn't over. Gone. Damn it.
It's over.
What about the scryer?
We'll get her. Talk to us, woman. What happened here?
Are you...
Sent by the Queen. Now talk. We...
What was that?
Elves. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Karpal, Tahar, return to the outpost at once. They need someone to lead the defenses.
Understood. What about the village?
Anselm and I will guard it. The rest of the Wolf Guard should arrive any second now. We will just have to hold the village until then. Now move.
All right, Tahar, let's move. Back to the outpost and quick.
Will do.
Need something?
Commander.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Yes.
We're being attacked! The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. We're being attacked.
What do we need?
Charge! Shit. That's more than I expected. Get ready, Tahar.
More of them! Take them down!
You'll regret this.
Stop. Stop. That's enough. Please, just listen to me. Please, I give up. All that, we didn't want any of it.
You should have thought of that before you attacked us.
Yes, I know. Scryer Elion told us about you. About the reason you're here and your disagreement.
That's one way to put it. Your people opened fire on us.
Yes, and they shouldn't have. Elion, she got scared. She had her orders, you know, to protect the village. It was never our intention to start a war.
If it wasn't your intention to start a war, then what was it? Why did you come here?
For the same reason you're here. The Bloodburn. The Moorhere elves have been struck by it too. At least we believe so.
You believe so?
Yes. There's discussion about that going on in Leafshade as we speak. Suffice it to say that the symptoms of the Bloodburn seem to be different for elves than they are for humans.
That's interesting.
So you're here to... what? To examine it?
Yes. We are here to study an outbreak firsthand.
And you aren't afraid? How do you protect yourselves against an infection?
We don't. You see, that's one of the many misconceptions you humans have about the Bloodburn. It's not an ordinary disease, as your Lord Marshal believes, and thus it's not contagious. You could ask a dying woman for a dance and it would not affect you.
How can you be so certain?
Just observe the pattern. It can wipe out an entire village, but the one a mile south of it remains unaffected, even if the wind is blowing in their direction. And for some reason, it may take a strong man of 30 winters and spare his grandmother. Where's the logic in that?
Maybe we just haven't understood the pattern yet.
If you think it's contagious, you must have brought some protection, didn't you? What was it, a potion?
Yes.
Please show me.
Here. Sorry, Tahar, but I want to see this.
Just as I suspected. Watch.
What are you doing? You're drinking it.
Yes, because it's just fire nettle extract, nothing else. Your medicine is completely useless, and whoever brewed it knew that. Please, I beg you, you need to believe me. The Bloodburn isn't an ordinary plague.
Then what is it?
This is what we're trying to find out. But, as of now, we believe it to be a curse of sorts. One originating from a very ancient, unknown kind of magic. So this is it, Evran. The truth. We are here to understand.
Someone told me you arrived here several days before the outbreak.
And to you, that looks suspicious. I understand. But believe me, we didn't cause it. What reason would we have? We knew it would happen in Leonon because we learned that there are certain signs before it happens.
Such as odd noises?
So you know. Yes, odd noises. Or even a voice, as some have claimed. Strangely enough, not everyone can hear them, and hearing also does not necessarily protect from the infection. All this, it's a mystery.
In other words, you knew an outbreak in Leonon was imminent, and decided to come here to observe it.
Yes. We also hoped to help, but none of the remedies we had prepared worked. It was tragic and got under our skins. Which is probably one of the reasons why Elion was already on edge when you got here.
I still don't understand, though. Why didn't your scryer let us in?
Isn't it obvious? Because she wanted to prevent you from carrying out that order.
What order? To examine the Bloodburn?
Oh, I see. Your general. I'm afraid he didn't fill you in on your true orders. The village is to be purged. Every survivor, children, women, elders, will be killed. The Crown believes this is what it takes to prevent the Bloodburn from spreading to Greyfell.
This is ridiculous. How in blazes would you know?
Can't you guess? We have ears in Grey Keep, as you probably have in Leafshade.
Then we need to stop him.
I was hoping you would say that. I would help you if I could, but given what's happened, I doubt my presence would help. In other words, it's in your hands now. We will withdraw our people until dawn. Farewell, Evran. And thank you for sparing me.
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea. I don't think he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're right. Especially not that part about our orders.
And if they are, what should we do?
I don't know. We can't refuse an order, can we? You know, that would make us deserters.
Yeah. You're right.
Tahar.
Anselm, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the bloodworm we didn't...
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The general said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
So you knew this is what we're here for? Why did he tell you and not us?
He didn't. I only just learned it myself.
This is insane. Look at these people, Anselm. We can't just kill them.
What do you want me to do, Tahar? Fall on my knees and cry? It's an order, and we are soldiers. It's as simple as that.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer.
Whose face? What in the blade?
What am I talking about? 8 years ago in Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive, but no. That wasn't enough.
Anselm, this isn't...
Fair? Fuck! Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm, you can't do this!
Watch me.
I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the jet... Tiara's breath. What happened here?
We can explain. They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. I can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The general will love to hear this.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar. General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father, because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The General was wrong, for heck's sake. The Bloodburn is not contagious. What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpal? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpal. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Ah, boo-hoo-hoo.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
This isn't about regrets. These villagers were innocent, and I tried to do what was necessary to save them. That's it.
No. You acted based on information by people who broke a decades-old treaty. And even if they hadn't, what tells you that they were right? Greyfell might be gone by now, if General Naria hadn't done what he did. Corporal Tahar, Corporal Koppel, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
That's it.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
If I was one of them, would I be sitting here?
Were one of them. Sorry. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But... as it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so... sod it. I'm Iria. Iria of Finnanmir. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in... Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes, but I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
Our kind? I didn't know I was an elf.
No, but you're gifted, same as I. Or a defiler, as people prefer to say nowadays.
Ah, right. You're a mage.
I am.
I think you know what I'm here for. I'm sentenced to die in the pike, just as you are.
Oh, I see. How come? If I'm not mistaken, you're Wolfguard, aren't you? And aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of... elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Oh? What kind of order?
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village, Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the Bloodburn from spreading, but, how should I say, was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The Bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
Light magic can kill?
It can drain, yes. It's not what it's made for, but nonetheless deadly.
And I take it you got caught?
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all
No.
Then I wish we could swap. Anyway, I don't know about you.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or...
Interesting. Iria, I found something here. It looks like a piece of thread.
Great. One of the prisoners must have left it. See if you can find a nail or something like that. That way we could make a lockpick.
A lockpick? What do you think this is, a child's game? We are in the Great Keep prison. Even if you had Zerbo's keys, you wouldn't get that door open.
Just ignore him.
Let's see. Whoever that belongs to, I doubt he... Nothing. Interesting.
So? See anything?
Nothing. It's a dead end.
Shit. Well, that explains why they haven't repaired it. Then keep looking. What's that? What are you looking at?
I don't know. Some sort of grate. There's something stuck down there. Looks like a piece of metal.
Are you serious? Get it.
I'm trying, but... Oh, shit!
Ellen's Reigns. Are you all right?
I think so. What was that?
A tunnel spider. Just yesterday, one of the prisoners got bitten.
Shit. But you killed it.
And I have that nail.
Right, the nail. You still have the thread, right? Now put it...
All right, scum. Time to wake up.
Defilers?
Those two.
Isn't that...
The betrayer's child. Yes.
Interesting. I'm Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light. And you are here because you've sinned. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter. But the Light has found you guilty.
Mercy! Please, sir! I have children, a wife,
Quiet, scum.
Don't. He's afraid. And he should be. So, I'm here for a simple reason. You, the Defilers, are beyond repentance. But you three, you may not be. If you admit your sins now and accept the Light into your life, you may be given a second chance. You may be born again as servants of Aeonir. The choice is yours. Child?
I don't think he can hear you, Your Holiness.
Why? I believe my instructions were clear. If they are not Defilers, they are not to die until they have been given a chance.
I know, Your Holiness, but he was already weak when the soldiers brought him here. He must have had some untended wounds.
I see. Well, may the Light have mercy on your soul, child.
I repent! Please, Your Holiness, I repent!
You do?
Yes!
Then confess. Confess that you have done wrong. Confess that you are corrupted. Confess that your life is and was always empty without the love of the All-Father. And confess that it is only this love that can lead you back to the path of virtue.
I confess, and I accept the Light as my salvation.
Then rise and be born again. Open the door, child, and take him away. I will join you in the courtyard.
Are you certain, Your Holiness?
I am.
Of course.
What a lunatic.
If they repent, do they really let them live?
Depends on what you call living. From what I've been told, these newborn have to give their life to the purity. But yes, they will live.
What now?
No idea. But as long as that priest fellow is here, we have no way to get out unseen. Wait, do you hear that?
You heard it, didn't you?
That voice? Yes.
That's interesting.
You aren't making any sense.
The blood burn. What do you know about it?
Only that it's some kind of magical plague.
A magical plague. Yes, that's one way to put it. Where do I start? 6 months ago, before the first occurrence of the Bloodburn, Aener showed me a vision. It was beautiful, riveting. I woke up in a wide, empty desert. The sun was glaring, and the sand was almost burning. Yet I felt completely at ease. I began to walk until I saw the walls of a beautiful giant city, white as marble. When I reached the gates, they were wide open. By then, the sun had become even more intense, glaring, engulfing the city in a sea of light. Still, I was not afraid. I entered the city and found the streets deserted. I can't remember for how long I walked, but it must have been hours. Until, finally, I saw him, the All-Father, Aener, a figure made of pure light.
You met Aener?
Yes. I don't think that you as a non-believer could possibly understand what it felt like. But what matters is that he spoke to me. He told me that the Bloodburn was imminent, and how we can cure it.
If the Purity already knew that much about the Bloodburn's nature, why didn't you tell the Lord Marshal? General Noria slaughtered an entire village because he thought it was contagious. Which is also why I'm here.
We did tell him. But you know the King Regent. He's not a man of faith. We needed proof. Something a godless man like him would understand.
So how can we cure it?
Well, that's where you come in. I wasn't certain at first, but now I am. He told me that there's someone who would play a pivotal role in all this, whose blood is connected to the plague, and I would recognize him or her when the time comes.
And you believe that's me?
I do. Let me tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, a small village was almost completely wiped out by the Bloodburn. I went there, together with 6 of my priests, to follow up on my vision. As you can imagine, it was atrocious. By the time we got there, most of the townsfolk were already dead. Save for one man, an elf, the village healer, witnessing that bloodbath. It had broken him. However, he was still able to tell us some very interesting things. Among them, that he believed the infection occurred right after he heard something that night. A song. The Song of the White, as we now call it.
Hang on. You're saying that this singing we just heard actually causes the Bloodburn?
Correct. And since, according to that elven healer, the words of the song resemble the Shaper tongue, we think that the Bloodburn might be connected to the Shapers.
Nonsense.
Actually, he might be right. Lord Marshal Arendir told me something similar. Noises before an outbreak.
All right, now I'm lost. If this song causes the Bloodburn, why are you the first to make that connection?
Because not everybody hears it. Only those who are magically gifted do, and this hearing also protects them from the disease itself. Both of you are. And that leads me to believe that you, Tahar, are the one Aenir spoke of, the pariah, who will help us put an end to the Bloodburn.
If Aenir chose me, why didn't he just send me the vision himself?
You're making the mistake of trying to apply human logic to a divine being. We're simply not in a position to understand the All-Father's ways.
Whatever you want me to do, if I am to help you, you'll free Iria as well.
Of course. She may be a defiler, but her ability to hear the song makes her as valuable as you are.
There isn't much of a choice, is there? If we don't help you, we'll be executed.
Yes, but even if your situation were different, helping us would be in your best interest. If we don't stop the Bloodburn, all of Io will be affected, regardless of race or faith. And also, being chosen by Aenir is a great honor, one some of my followers would kill for.
A friend of mine has been sentenced to death, too. His name is Bertrand Carpel. Can you get him out as well?
Bertrand Carpel. Yes, I've heard about.
Yes. I don't know where...
Then I'll see what I can do. Though your escape is more important right now.
I know. And thank you for helping us.
It's Aernir's will. There are some arrangements I have to make first. Give me a few moments. Two more things before you set out. First, you'll have to use the sewers to escape. There's an entrance in the tower's cellar that leads through the mountains. Get out of the prison and go there as quick as possible. Once you are out of the fortress, leave the city and head to Farland's Hope. It's a small village to the northwest in Iskander. There you'll meet with a contact of ours, an expert on Shaper culture who will help us decipher the song. His name is Iskrim, and he's a dwarven scholar. We set him out on a mission to find Mulandir 3 weeks ago.
Mulandir?
The ancient city of the Shapers, yes.
So you want us to help that dwarf find Mulandir, don't you? What for?
Isn't it obvious? To find clues about the song.
How do we find the dwarf? Will he be in the village?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Once you arrive there, you should talk to the village mayor, Clara Farland. She works for the Purity and will provide you with all the information you need. Just tell her you are sent by the light.
Sent by the light?
There is. Here, take this.
What is that? What the heck? What was that?
The rune. It imprinted itself on you.
Imprinted? What is that thing?
Hard to answer. To put it shortly, they are a gift of Aenir to us as his servants. They protect us. If the bearer of such a rune loses his life, he will be revived by Aenir's light.
Did you just say...
Revived, yes.
So, these things make us what? Immortal?
Not immortal, no. But they provide you with a chance. Should you die and be brought back to life, the rune will lose a part of its power. Its energy will take you to one of Aenir's shrines, and there your body will be mended.
Aenir's shrine? You are talking about the Elam Sar, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Though most people call them the Godstones. To join a Godstone with your rune, you will need to touch the stone with it.
And then what?
You'll see. Either way, we shouldn't waste any more time. This should be self-evident, but only tell people you fully trust of our cooperation. Now go. Head to Farland's...
All right.
Goodbye. One more thing, Tahar. The two of us. We are more alike than you think. You are searching for something, for the answer to a question. And while I have found mine, you haven't found yours.
What are you getting at?
Well, you see, I'm not a fool. I know you haven't seen the light as I have. And I do not expect your loyalty. But as I said before, your blood, your lineage, it is somehow connected to all this. And even though I don't know how, maybe our cooperation can help you find the answer. But I've wasted enough of your time. Farewell, Tahar. Farewell, Iriar of Finan Mir. We will meet again.
Now would you look at that?
All right, so that just happened. What now?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We should probably get our gear back first, though. Let's look around.
Let's see.
You got it.
There. I think this is where they put our gear.
Then let's go get it.
Now would you look at that? Interesting. Much better.
Indeed. Odd that this place is unguarded, though.
Don't jinx it.
It's damage. Five, 7.
Let's see.
Actually, let's save this here. Stay safe, all.